With Sonal, I think the catch was that they were looking at SMEs who can be future winners. So think of investing in Asian Paints in the 90s, or HDFC Bank in the 90s, or ICICI Bank. So the bet is going and identifying the gems in small and medium enterprises in India in the public markets, and just staying with them for the longest term. So the idea is, at least my philosophy is, if I want to invest, don't want to exit, and it should only go in unless there is a need. It should not come out. So that resonated with Sonal's philosophy of just finding those long-term bets in this particular sector. I was CEO and co-founder of Metal, and which we ran from 2009 to 2018, exited Metal in 2018, and have been running a couple of more businesses since. So I think in 2018 end or 2019, we met a bunch of friends. One of my close friends, Tanmay, recommended that he has invested in Sonal and has had a good experience. It was a short time, and Sonal fit the bill very well. So that is how we invested. My philosophy is very simple. I want to invest long term. I don't want to invest in anything that I don't understand. The founders of Prescient Capital are a phone call away, as I said. And if I have a doubt, if I have any query, if I want to do my own set of investments, I call them up and take their advice. So that one is different. I've invested in a few AIFs, other PMSs, where they are like just a monthly report. That's the interface that I have. With Prescient, I think they have a rigorous process. They want to do it because they like to do this. They feel that they are cut out to do such work. Given that they're reasonably smart, they're doing it with passion, doing it for a long term, I think good things will happen. Typically what I do is, I don't invest a lot of my personal time, but let's say every once a quarter I just glance through the reports in the MIS, and if there is any outstanding stock on the positive side or on the negative side, I just go deeper into it. So I think one of the stocks was Hiramba back probably a year back, which was I think 30-40% down, and then I had called Sonal at that point in time to understand is there any reason to stick with the stock, or should we exit, or should we just forget about it. So, and he had explained at that point in time why the sector is good, and I think we decided that we'll just stick. So no action required, and that is in line with the philosophy. Even if the stock is temporarily down, I mean, it is okay. Prescient Capital, I think, sends memos which are very detailed, and there is a, I think, periodicity to it as well. So I think, yes, it is useful. I do glance through them. I think there was a memo that I remember that why long term is better, why entry point is not very, very important. You just have to stay there for a long period of time. In my view, the framework that I have is it's person first, or people behind the company first. Second is why are they doing it? Are they doing it for the money? Are they doing it for passion? Are they doing it for the long term, short term? And what are the background of those people? So if I know those guys, if they have a good background, if they're doing it for the right reasons, the decision making becomes very, very simple. And I've kind of followed that. Anybody who's looking for a PMS, I think should get in touch with Prescient for the same reasons why I've invested. If their framework matches with the framework that I have, they should definitely look at it. Long term, with the right people, and not just returns but liquidity. Just basic principles. And if the money is going in, it should not come out. So that it has to be a long term thing. And if there are turbulences which are short term, it doesn't matter. At least for me, it doesn't matter. But I'll keep recommending, because anybody looking for a mid-market gem strategy and with a rigor which these guys bring in, it is I think it's a good fund to invest in. my philosophy is different. I mean, if the market is going down, we become happy because then we give a call to Sonal or that should we put in more money? Is it a time to put in more money? And I think if there is a correction, instead of the nerves getting rattled, it is an opportunity that I see because it's a long-term game. It doesn't matter if there is a correction for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. If anybody is giving me 15% post-tax returns, that's very, very good. Liquidity is actually very, very important. So I said that I only invest in things that I understand, and one of the main criteria, I don't invest in real estate because I'm not cut out for that. Maybe, and there's a huge issue with liquidity in some of those assets. And with Prescient, I don't think there is any issue of liquidity, but returns plus liquidity goes in the framework of investment, and it is just not returns, which I think many people should look at. Long term with the right people, and not just returns but liquidity. I mean, just basic principles. And if the money is going in, it should not come out. So that it has to be a long term thing. And if there are turbulences which are short term, it doesn't matter. At least for me, it doesn't matter.